What's up guys, in this video I'm going to teach you and I'm going to show you how to install and how to use MongoDB with Python. It is pretty easy and it is one of the databases that you can use with Python, but you can use a lot of databases. So yeah, let's get started. So how do we install it? First, we have several commands for Ubuntu, and here you just have to first update every packet you have, and then you just have to install PyMongo. This one is the one which connects Python and the database, but you also have to install MongoDB, the database. So for that, you just use this command. But in Windows, it's another story. It is easier. So for example, you go here to this page and you just have to click to the current version and then the platform, Windows, and yeah, the package can be MSI, and you click download and that's it. Then you open the executable and you just click next, 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 and that's it. So how do we use MongoDB with Python? So I have here a script, and this script uses everything that, well, all the basics with MongoDB. So first of all, what you have to do is to create a client from the MongoDB database. So for that, you just call this method, and you also have to import the PyMongo library. So once you've done that, you created your client, you can create a database just doing this, using this as a dictionary. So for example, we created here the database called DB, and now you have to create a collection for your database. So for example, you could create a collection for books, or you could create a collection for users, or whatever. So here I called the collection, a very simple name. And yeah, now you have everything created, and what you need now, well, not what you need, like what you can do now is that you can insert, you can search, and you can delete, but you can do a lot of things. If you want to check that, you just have to go to the MongoDB page. So here, for example, we are inserting things, and the thing that we need to use in order to insert things to the database is the collection object that we got before. So once we use this collection object, we use the method insert1, and here you just insert a dictionary. So for example, you can insert a dictionary which contains a book. Here I have this book which is called Think and Grow Rich. The author is Napoleon Hill and the pages are 100. I inserted this other book which is Harry Potter, author called J.K. Rowling, pages 200. So yeah, it is very simple because you just have to use dictionaries. So yeah, in order to search for this, you have to use again the same object that of the collection, and you have to use the method find. Here, you just have to put one of the values, like one of the keys and the values of the previous things that you inserted. So for example, here, the key that I'm going to use to search is the title. And now here, I put the title that I want to search. Searching with MongoDB is not complex, but you can do a lot of things. Like for example, you could search for a title that contains only I's or A's or whatever. But for that, go to the MongoDB page and check that. So this returns a list or a tuple, I don't remember, but you can basically access it in this way. And for example, if we want to access the number of pages, we just have to use it as if it was a dictionary. So for example, here we are getting the pages of the first book. This is one way to finding things in the database, and always remember that this returns something iterable, and for that we have to do this. So in this case, we just want, like, we are just receiving one result, but we could receive many results, and we could iterate with a for loop over those results. So the last thing I want to teach you is how to delete elements in the database. And this one is very simple as well. We use again the collection object, and now we use the delete one method. So here we are going to use we are going to put a dictionary, and it is the same as finding elements. Like we have to put something that represents that object that we put it before. So for example, when I use this find function, I put it the author, and here when I use this delete function, what I do is that I use the title, but I could use the author, I could use the pages or whatever. So now we deleted this book, and to show you that this book is no longer in the database, I tried to find it, I tried to search it, and yeah, I use this try and accept because it will give us an exception, and what will be printed is this, that the book is not found. So if we now execute this, we are going to see everything working. So this is the format that is shown, but you can see here that yeah, MongoDB puts an ID for the objects, and yeah, the other things are the things that we put it. So for example, we have here the title, we have here the author, we have here the number of pages, and we can see that in this first time that I searched it, I used the title, and yeah, this one was right. I used here the author, and yeah, this one was right as well. And here I used the number of pages, and this one was right because the one which had 200 pages were Harry Potter. Then I deleted this Think and Grow Rich book, and I tried to find it, but I couldn't find anything. And when I tried to print something that I didn't find, it gave me an exception, and yeah, it printed this, the book is not found. So yeah, that's everything for today. I think that MongoDB is very easy to use and it's very powerful. So yeah, if you like the video, give it a like, share, subscribe, and see you in the next one.